Runescape is one of the largest MMOs that has been existing for well over 20 years. With 2 unique versions, hundreds of different quests, it's a game that we have been playing since we were young. And one thing we always spoke about was wanting some way of playing this as a regular offline co-op story-driven game. Today, that is exactly what we are creating. Welcome to RuneScape Story Mode. What is playing RuneScape as a story mode mean? Well, first up, we're going to be playing as a group, as essentially Ironman. No use of the grand exchange, we're only going to be able to trade with each other in a cooperative way. On top of that, we're going to be playing all the quests in a timeline order, as though the world was developing around us. This does mean various activities, skills and bosses are going to be locked behind story beats. Some of the most important ones, such as invention and divination, are going to be locked behind the 6th age and world wakes. In between that, we're also introducing the bosses as sort of main points for us to beat. So once we've actually unlocked a boss through its subsequent quests, or when it would have appeared in the RuneScape timeline, we're going to have to be able to beat it to be able to travel through. All of this to try and make a new coherent way to play the game. And with that, let us dive in. And here we are beginning our adventure in Burthorpe. I'm going to start off by talking to Turiel, who does this sort of introductory quest to get us started in the world.
Trolls are the real enemy in Burthorpe, but you'll need food and armor to survive against them. You should prepare before risking your life in combat. This is the last adventure they sent me. He fought the trolls without armor or food. Don't be him. I like how they leave him as a warning. Like, they've not come to bury him. Like, no family. I'm literally gonna leave him as a warning. So Burthorpe sounds like it's really under attack here. But, you know, we've got to make sure we're up on food first.
You've just heard the voice of Matt, and this is his first time ever playing RuneScape. Unlike the other two of us, he has never touched this game and has no idea what he's in for. So we decided to do this little Burthorpe introduction. And this just allows us to start off by cooking some food, by gathering it, mining and smithing some new armor before taking on the trolls.
Ollie, Rob has promised me the element of being a blacksmith. So
you can be a blacksmith.
I would like to make armor for everyone.
So this is going to be our main source of weapons and armor early on. We can make all the way up to like tier 9
I love it.
gear.
I love
until
it.
we start
I'm
doing
be
bossing.
good at mining. I'm going to make loads of gear.
Until we start doing
Can
bossing.
we share rock? Or,
Yeah, we can share rock.
Yeah.
They changed it so we could share a rock because it sucks when we can.
RuneScape, where you can't share a rock.
So basically old school.
We're gonna play RuneScape 3 like it's old school. Okay.
Oh my. This is way too booby.
We're trading.
I don't want... What?
Yeah, just
This
take
is
off.
ridiculous.
Once we had a full set of bronze, we were sent to clear out a cave full of trolls that were planning to attack Burthorpe. It didn't take long of us murdering all of these trolls for Turiel to take interest of us and then send us off to take on Morningstar, the giant troll boss with 1,000 hit points. And just as its other friends, it died just as quickly, letting us finally have freedom of this world. So the first thing we decided to do was head to Lumbridge. So welcome to Lumbridge, Matt. This is sort of like the starting town.
I did notice that woman said, wear a cape with pride, and Ollie ran straight over to her.
Oh, has he bought a Lumbridge cape?
That's for free.
I think we're going to do the 4 most quintessential quests of RuneScape today. So we're going to do the first quest ever made. It's called Cook's Assistant. So yes, Cook's Assistant, the quest which is well known by almost everybody who's ever played this game. It was the first quest they added into the game and it's almost always one of the first ones you'll ever do. You're going to help the Lumbridge cook create a cake for Duke Horatio of Lumbridge. And over the years this quest has changed many times, and in its latest form you have to find 3 specific items: high quality milk, a very large egg and extra fine flour. So
We've really gone downhill here.
we have.
Last time
We
was-
were
last-
fighting trolls and now
I know,
we've-
fighting trolls that apparently we were underqualified to do, and now we're cooking.
and without much time being needed, barring a minor inconvenience. Now we just need to get super fine flour, Matt.
Okay.
Good to meet you,
Flower's
mate.
looking super fine.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere
That's
nearby
useful.
we could do that.
Oh wait, I can see him.
You can see him.
That windmill.
Hey,
He's gotta be over there.
Yeah. That's the wrong way. We got all the ingredients needed by the chef to create the cake for the Duke. And with that, we completed our first quest and got a nice healthy chunk of cooking experience. Now we wanted to head on to the second quest. We've decided to do another pinnacle quest from the start of RuneScape, Restless Ghost. Father Uruk of the Saradomin Church is having problems with a haunting in the graveyard. Turns out a ghost has arrived, unable to move on into the afterlife, and it's up to us to find out what's happened to be able to fix this poor lost soul. Right, we need to find Father Unri, who is an expert on ghosts. He lives in the shack in the south of Lumbridge Swamp.
Why did he Simpson out in the bush?
Because that's the new teleporter mode from the...
That's hilarious, I want it.
We speak to Father Ernie and he tells us that a ghost has been seen in the Lumbridge graveyard and that we need this amulet to be able to talk to it. So he gives us our new best in slot, the Ghost Speak amulet. And with that we're able to find the ghost inside his tomb and ask him what's going on. It turns out he was jumped by a warlock on his way to the mines and he lost his head during the battle. And maybe if we could find his skull, he might finally be able to move on to the afterlife. So we head down towards the mine, find the rest of his body and take the head. A skeleton warlock does jump out and attack us, but we make very quick work of it before heading back and finally putting this ghost to rest. And for a reward they give us a fantastic 5 ancient bones, giving us a total of 1000 prayer XP. Once we'd saved this ghost, we decided to take our turn south and headed towards the Wizard's Tower, and I'm sure you can guess which quest we're going to be doing next. So we make our way towards the Wizard Tower to learn a bit about the arcane art.
Where are my beads? Next door decided he didn't like me for some reason, so he enlisted an army of imps.
And we start talking to a wizard called Mizgog, but it turns out one of his colleagues summoned some imps to steal his magical beads and run off. They can be found at the 4 elemental ruins, and it's up to us to go find them.
Southwest Varrock, northeast Al-Kharid, northeast Varrock, and southwest Lumbridge.
There's an imp. There's a phlegmatic imp.
Whey!
I picked up a nasty cough. I'm gonna sneeze.
This one has a horrific cold, so we heat up some hot water, give it to him, and just what we need on our new adventure, it vomits all over us. But this does give us the white bead. So we head towards the fire altar and we see another imp there, and we decide to challenge it to a fight. After beating the ever-living snot out of it, it again vomits all over us, giving us the yellow bead. The black bead is found by the earth altar and is held by a very depressing looking imp.
We want to go to the north to Varrock here though, don't we?
On our way there we got a little bit lucky and ran into a fallen star.
Oh my god, yes.
So we spent a little bit of time mining it, boosting up our mining level, and then trading in the rewards to get 50,000 gold each. After far too long getting distracted, we finally got to the earth altar and decided to depress this imp out until it vomited on us and gave us the other bead. The final one is found by the air altar. This is a tricky little bugger who decides to race us. Since its legs are shorter than our feet, it doesn't take us much to beat it.
You lost the race. I'm not even joking, I lost the race. I have to do it again.
And once again, he ruins our shoes, but we get the final bead, letting us hand this in for a decent chunk of magic experience. With that, there's only one more beginner quest we need to do around Lumbridge, although in RS3 it has now become a mini quest, and that of course is Shearer.
Talk to Fred the farmer in his farm. I've got a little Pathfinder quest over there. North of Lumbridge Market. Here he is. Fred the farmer.
The sheep shearer quest is quite a simple one on paper. We just need to give Fred the farmer 20 black balls of wool. There is a slight problem though, because there's only 2 black sheep in the pen, and every time one of us shears them, it becomes bold for all of us. So, what we worked out is if we all click it at the same time, we'll all be able to get some wool, leading to some very difficult timing issues.
3, 2, 1, click. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1.
No, I missed it.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Go. Matt, the sheep got away from me.
Okay, right, let's stand
shit.
by it. Oh, Ollie!
I keep clicking it. 3,
Right.
1, 4, go.
Eventually, we managed to get all the wool we needed, so we went down to Lumbridge Castle, span it into balls, then gave it to Fred, finishing the 4th and final beginner quest of Lumbridge. We'll continue the rest of it in another episode, so please subscribe if you've enjoyed what you see, and if you want to see it live, we do stream all of this on Twitch. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Journey with me together.